Everyone at the parade ground stopped breathing the moment she dropped her duffel bag. No one expected the quiet woman in the dusty uniform to speak, let alone silence a colonel with one sentence. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The morning sun over Fort Liberty was sharp and merciless, baking the asphalt until it shimmered. Rows of new recruits stood stiff as the colonel's boots struck the ground in rhythm. He was known for breaking spirits before breakfast, and today, his target was Captain Elise Warren, a transfer no one really knew. He circled her slowly, voice dripping with disdain. Another charity case from Medical Corps? You're not fit for frontline duty, Captain. This isn't a hospital. Laughter rippled among the younger soldiers. Elise didn't move. Her fingers curled around the strap of her bag, the fabric trembling slightly, but her eyes, calm and razor-sharp, never left his. Permission to speak freely, sir. The colonel's smirk widened. Go ahead, amuse me. She stepped forward once, dust rising around her boots. You said I'm not fit for combat. But the last man who told me that didn't make it out of Fallujah alive. The laughter died instantly. Even the wind seemed to pause. Somewhere in the distance, a flag flapped, slow, heavy, almost mournful. The colonel's grin faltered. Fallujah, he echoed, his voice tightening. She nodded once. 3rd Division. I was the medic who pulled out your entire unit after the ambush on Route Michigan. You were in the chopper that night. You just didn't see me. Gasps rippled through the ranks. Soldiers looked at each other, realization dawning like a cold sunrise. The colonel's hand twitched at his side, his lips parted, but no words came. She thought she'd never see him again. She was wrong. The silence stretched until even the sound of distant birds faded. Elise could feel every heartbeat pounding in her chest, not from fear, but from restraint. She had seen too much arrogance in uniform, too many who measured worth by muscle, not by courage. He finally spoke, quieter this time. You're Warren, the one they called Ghost Angel. She didn't answer. She didn't have to. The whispers spreading through the formation did it for her. Soldiers who'd mocked her now straightened their backs. Some looked ashamed, others awed. For a long moment, the colonel just stared. His authority hung in the air like smoke, fading, uncertain. Then, in a move no one expected, he stepped back and saluted her. Every soldier froze. The air turned weightless, charged with something electric. I was wrong, he said. His voice cracked slightly. You're more fit for the military than any of us combined. Elise's throat tightened. She had dreamed of respect before, but not like this. Not from the man whose voice once haunted her nightmares. Around them, the platoon broke into murmurs, not of gossip now, but of pride. The kind that comes when someone witnesses truth revealed in daylight. The colonel lowered his salute. I don't know how to thank you for what you did. You just did, Elise replied softly. Then she turned toward the formation. Let's start training. Daylight's wasting. The shift was instant. Soldiers scrambled into position. Orders were followed with new energy. Even the colonel's bark carried a strange warmth, the edge of humility cutting through old pride. As the sun climbed higher, the parade ground no longer felt harsh. It felt alive, renewed by something unseen yet powerful, respect earned, not given. Because real strength doesn't shout, it endures. It remembers. It heals. And sometimes, the ones deemed unfit are the ones who carried the weight long before anyone noticed. Because courage isn't loud, it's steady, and it stands its ground even when mocked. And on that bright morning at Fort Liberty, courage finally had a face again. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell me in the comments what courage means to you. I read every one of them. Until next time, stay kind, stay brave, and keep your light strong.